Jaclyn Hill is clearly fed up with the way she's been called out recently and decided she was going to address some of the current drama that she's in. From her jewelry line to not disclosing ads, she's got some things to say, and I don't know if her responses will actually help her case. I feel like some people lost a lot of trust in Jaclyn a little while ago, and although she still has loyal fans, there seems to just be less and less of them as the years go on. And it really is because people have said they just don't feel like they can believe her. And it's not just Jaclyn. I think there's a lot of people who don't trust beauty influencers specifically right now whenever they're promoting a product, because there's way too many people not disclosing ads and the lines are getting blurred of what's actually liked by people versus they like it so they can get paid. And Jaclyn was certainly feeling the heat from those who aren't so trusting anymore when she posted a reel this week where she was doing her lashes. Well, people felt like the video was just one giant undisclosed ad, but she denied it in the comments, replying to someone saying, "This is not an ad. I was not paid a penny. I'm just getting back into makeup a lot recently and posting more." After replying to a few comments about it not being an ad, she took it to her Instagram story where she posted this comment that said, "The FTC Act prohibits unfair or deceptive advertising in any medium. That is, advertising must tell the truth and not mislead customers. You are legally required to disclose that this is an ad. Please do so. You have already been reported to the Federal Trade Commission." And she said, "Report me all you want. This is not an ad. It's sad that influencers can't genuinely like a specific product without comments like this anymore." And she also said on her story, like, "WTF, I can't even talk about stuff I like without being reported. These people are wild." People went back to the reel to try and explain to her probably why people thought it was an undisclosed ad in the first place, saying what's happening is that a lot of influencers are not disclosing their paid ads, which makes them very untrustworthy. However, not everyone is like that. I think it breaks people's trust. That's why a lot of people think this is a paid ad. I think it's more about integrity more than anything. And she later went on to post a rant about this on her story.
I don't want to say ripped to pieces, but I'm getting lots of DMs and comments about my new reel saying how shady I am, that I didn't like hashtag ad, or I didn't disclose that it was an ad or I was being paid. Guys, it's because it's not an ad. Like, the brand didn't even send me those eyelashes for free. I paid for them with my own money. I bought them on Amazon. I have not been in any communication with them. I didn't get paid a cent. I've just been really into makeup again recently, and I want to share more makeup related content. I talked about it in, a YouTube video that I posted a couple of weeks ago. That's it. If it's an ad, you guys, if I'm getting paid, whatever it is, I will put hashtag ad. I will tell you it's sponsored. I'll tell you I'm a partner. I have no shame in that whatsoever, but I did that for free just because I felt like it. So
it's honestly interesting to hear Jaclyn say all of this when Jeffree Star had people questioning her recently. During his podcast tour that he did at Barstool, it seemed like he was shading Jaclyn when he was talking about how he's been seeing a lot of people review this green color corrector on TikTok, and this brand paid influencers a lot to do this.
There's this thing where they're all getting paid to review this white green cream that takes away your redness. And I've seen like 10 of them do the ad. And I'm like, how does this brand even have the budget for the like, it's just crazy. And they're all doing it with the same talking points that they were emailed. And it's just so, get your bag. But I just think if 10 other people are going to do it, I don't know. It comes off so cheesy.
You have to stand out.
But the thing is, Jaclyn did that review and she never said that video was an ad.
My rosacea is like in full swing right now, and I have like tomato face, right, from working out. So I thought this was the perfect time to try this CC Red Correct, because I've seen it all over TikTok and I am so sick of having so much redness in my skin, and I'm so curious if this is actually going to work. Okay. Holy shit. I was like looking away for a second. Hold on.
So I'm like, was that an ad or what? Like, Jeffree was trying to make it seem like it was, but obviously he didn't name her by name. But if a lot of other people are doing it because they're getting paid and they're not disclosing it, and Jaclyn is also doing a video reviewing this product, it's like, is she one that didn't disclose it? Did she actually, just want to try that product randomly? It's so hard to tell these days. I think everyone just needs to use their best judgment when they see an influencer use something. Do extra research on the product. Look for other people who have used it that aren't influencers, maybe before buying something after you see an influencer hype something up. Just a little extra work before you spend your money on it. But this wasn't the only drama that Jaclyn addressed. She also touched on the fact that people have been calling her out for this new necklace that she's releasing for her Jaclyn Roxanne jewelry company. People noticed it looked very similar to another company's necklace, and it was a company that Jaclyn actually follows and has worn their jewelry before. People then began commenting on Jaclyn's Instagram post where she was promoting her new collection and said she rips off everyone else's designs, no surprise. Inspired by your favorite jewelry designer, Lana. Girly, you're literally not helping yourself. This is a copy of Lana jewelry. It's honestly vulgar how you just go not only stealing company names, but also designs of jewelry you wore before. Anyone supporting you has literally 2 brain cells left. Lana jewelry even seemed to shade Jaclyn as they posted on their Instagram their necklace that everyone's saying Jaclyn copied and said, "We see everything." Wink. They then posted again showing off the same necklace saying the forever bestseller, the timeless classic Lana original Blake necklace, launched in spring 2010 in honor of Lana's daughter Blake, born that year. It has been a consistent bestseller for over 10 years. And Jaclyn literally liked their post. So there's no denying that Jaclyn knows this company, knows this brand. And Lana Jewelry was making it known that they felt like Jaclyn copied them, and they replied to a few people in the comments. Marlene Estelle commented on their post and said, "We stand behind women-owned brands who have the passion to create unique pieces and not rip off other women's designs and brands. Have purchased Lana Jewelry for years and have many pieces. Still wear them weekly all these years later and love them." They said, "Thank you." Someone else said, "There's nothing like the real thing," and they replied, "A heart." People even joked that Jaclyn's version was probably just from AliExpress and it was $1.64 and she was trying to make her bag on it, selling it for like $80. But Jaclyn actually decided to address this whole situation and the accusations that she stole this design from Lana, and she's denying it. She said on her Instagram story, "I want to address some comments I've seen regarding my recent jewelry launch. I love Lana's fine jewelry and have been wearing the brand for years, so I have nothing but respect for her as a business owner and someone I've always supported. My designer and I started working on the Lorate necklace after we first launched the disc style chain in my trifecta and stacked coin pieces. I love the style so much that we expanded to a variety of pieces for this new collection, including a Lorate necklace that many jewelry brands make. It's hurtful to see comments claiming the idea was stolen when there are clear differences in the designs, and I consider myself close with Lana Jewelry. Jaclyn Roxanne is a fashion jewelry line inspired by my personal collection and is intentionally different from others. I hope this clears up some of the questions and comments I've been seeing." She's saying they're different, but they're pretty similar. The big difference is in the pricing, as Jaclyn's is under $100 and Lana's is in the thousands. Jaclyn would probably have gotten away with saying that she wanted to create a cheaper version of her favorite necklace and said the better quality is obviously at Lana's, but that was her inspiration. And it would have been even better if they collabed on it. But she's bold enough to follow this company, shout them out for years, and like their posts still of the necklace that people think she copied. I also just found it interesting that in Jaclyn's post, she tried to say that her and Lana Jewelry were close, when Lana Jewelry has literally been liking and commenting back to people that are talking about Jaclyn stealing from her. Like, I don't think you guys are close anymore. But honestly, I do think that if Jaclyn had just come out and said that she was inspired by it and wanted to create a cheaper version for her followers, it would have been more believable, because that's probably what she really actually wanted to do. I'm sure that there's small differences in this, since Lana's is in the thousands for reasons and Jaclyn's isn't. The materials have to be different. So I know Jaclyn knows what people are talking about when they say that she copied her design. Like, people are not saying that she took Lana's and copied it completely and then is selling it online with a new name. Obviously the materials are different, but people are just saying like, Jaclyn, we know where you got this inspo from. Just be honest, or just like a little creative. And her saying that her fashion jewelry line is inspired by her personal collection and her personal collection is stuff from Lana. It's like, obviously Jaclyn, that's why everyone is saying you copied Lana, because we know you wore Lana's jewelry. But this whole thing is a mess, and Jaclyn just seems to keep finding herself in these messes with her companies, always upsetting other people's companies. But that's what Jaclyn had to say about this situation and the undisclosed ad drama. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.